national anthem has been played. Welcome to the front end of a doubleheader night baseball here on Quinn Broadcasting, and it features the rivalry. That's right, Vineland versus Millville. Tonight's game here at Vineland High School. So Vineland is the home team as you see them separate and get into the field. Millville, of course, will come up to bat first. Millville looking to end a bit of a losing streak. They've lost 4 in a row after going 2-1, so they're anxious to get back on the win column. They are 2-5 overall. And meanwhile, Vineland is 4-3. Vineland's had an up and down season as well. They won their first 2, lost 3 in a row, and then have won their last 2. So they're on a bit of a seesaw, although they're on a better side of it, winning their last 3 games. Fred Melendez along with Ariel Melendez. How do you feel tonight, Ari?
Well, if you can't tell in the microphone, it's windy and I'm cold. Look at
the jerseys.
We are here. I'm going to put this in quotes for about the first half hour under the lights. We will be as the sun sets. It's kind of getting ready to believe sunset in about half an hour. The lights are on here in Vineland as we take a look at the Millville starting line. A little bit different, I think, than we've seen this Millville squad go with. So leading off the left fielder, Marcellus Preston. The second baseman, Cole Mulheron. Nate Haycox is the DH today, and batting cleanup is Brady Middlecoff, the first baseman. Gabe Reef is the third baseman. Garrett Shapiro, the right fielder. Kevin Dick, we're used to seeing him in the cleanup spot, now down to the last couple of the order. He's the catcher. Trevor Yeager, the shortstop. Mario Cottrell Jr. is the center fielder, and Carson Reed will be your starting pitcher for this afternoon, for this evening. I'm used to afternoon.
Yep. We're at the 7 o'clock mark, so technically we're in the evening.
I guess technically we're always in the evening when these games start at 4 o'clock.
We wind up there, that's for sure. Glad to have you with us here on Quinn Broadcasting Facebook Live, Quinn Broadcasting YouTube Live, and on Channel 22. As we mentioned, we're going to have both of these games for you tonight here at Vineland. Tomorrow night, we switch cities, and we'll be at the Babe Ruth Complex tomorrow night, while Millville will host Vineland. I believe that's also a 7 o'clock start, so back-to-back night games. I don't know if we've done any night baseball. Have we done night baseball before? Okay.
I think we've done it here.
Okay.
Because typically Vineland does like to use the lights. So I believe we've done some night games here in Vineland.
So Marcellus Preston will get us started. He is going to be facing Kyle Lamentier as the pitcher, and he takes the strike called.
Yeah, Kyle Lamentier is their best pitcher, and he's a guy that can fire it in. Early on the season, he's got 12 strikeouts and only 3 walks in a little over 8 innings.
Yep. He's only allowed 3. He's got allowed 3 runs and 5 hits in those 8 2/3 innings.
So just based off the first couple pitches, you're probably going to want to be a little aggressive and try to not get behind in the count, because he's definitely a guy that can shut you down.
And we cannot underemphasize the effect of the wind here. It may die down later, but right now it is definitely blowing in from center field as the pitch is up high for a ball. 1-2 to count on Marcellus Preston. He'll be followed by Cole Mulheron and Nate Haycox.
Pitch to see here from Lamentier.
You want to be in swing mode. Anything close. Lamentier's payoff pitch coming. Up high for ball 4. So a leadoff walk by Preston.
Yeah, really nice at bat by Preston. He saw the first strike, fouled off the second, and then 4 straight balls from Lamentier. So that's 4 straight out of the strike zone. You have to wonder if Mulheron's maybe going to take the first pitch too.
Of course, the leadoff man usually has speed, so we'll see if he gets a nice lead and takes off towards second base. Mulheron in the box now for the Thunderbolts. Fakes.
Oh, he started to, yeah. He almost got himself caught in a little no man's land, so Lamentier might keep a closer eye on him over there.
Mulheron, the second baseman for the Thunderbolts. Looks at another one up high.
6 straight. And he's missing high on all these pitches. You have to wonder if, again, we said the wind's probably going to play a factor and maybe keeping balls in the yard, but you have to wonder if it's maybe going to lift some pitches as well.
It's going to do a lot of things. Defensively might be difficult. Here's the throw to second base, and he is safe. He got around the tag.
And was that a ball? I couldn't tell. Yeah, 3-0.
3-0.
Yeah, Preston, he had a feeling he was going to take off. He kind of hesitated on the first one, but a good job to get around, because that was a nice throw from the catcher, Sincere Moore, but Preston did a nice job to duck around it.
Yeah, Xavier Etheridge tried to apply the tag, did not come up with it in time. So a runner in scoring position for Millville. And that pitch is inside. 4 straight balls, and of course,
make it 8.
8 in a row that have been out of the strike zone.
Yeah, Millville is just going to keep the bat on their shoulders right now because Lamontier has not been able to hit the strike zone. So Moore rightfully going out to talk to his pitcher after back-to-back walks. You take a look there at Preston finding his way around the tag, but an early first and second situation here for Haycox.
So Millville's first 2 runners are aboard. Let's see if Millville can come up.
And I think we're getting a little bit of a warning to the Millville bench. I think they're just telling them to quiet down a little bit. Rivalries are going to get heated. We've definitely seen that on both the Millville and Vineland side. These guys are going to get loud. So I think that was just a little warning to the Millville bench. Just, hey, maybe quiet down a little bit, but I mean, they don't seem like they're doing that.
Well, honestly, these dugouts are closer than the usual ones that we deal with in Millville.
It feels that way.
It is loud.
It feels that way for sure. We'll apologize right now for anything you may hear on this broadcast.
Here's the strike.
And Lamontier finally finding the strike zone again. But this is the kind of situation you want to take advantage of if you're Millville, especially against Vineland's top arm.
You've got the meat of the order up 3, 4, and 5 now with nobody out. Fouled off. Good pitch to swing at. Didn't come up with it.
And again, so a similar situation that Preston was in. Took the first strike, fouled off the second. He'll try to follow in Preston's footsteps or maybe find something to hit.
Lamontier looking for an out here. Chopped.
Yeah, foul, because that went off of Haycox. And Lamontier definitely slowed that one up too, so Haycox doing a good job just to get a piece of it. Yeah, he definitely fouled that one. So they're going to give him a second to walk that one off. A nice little pat on the shoulder from the umpire. Says, all right, let's get back in there.
2 strikes on Haycox. Preston at second base. You see him leading off there. Mulheron's at first. Nobody out. Ooh, that hit him.
I could hear that one from over here. And
yeah, our vantage point is right behind home plate, so that dead thud we definitely heard.
And thankfully that was the elbow guard. So bases loaded, nobody out. Brady Middlecoff, the cleanup hitter for Millville today. He's got himself a pretty good situation to where if he can find some grass, and I mean the outfield grass, you think maybe 2.
You want him to get it, for Millville, you want him to get it to the outfield somehow. At least a sacrifice fly, if nothing else.
They are playing in on the corners.
A little late on the swing, fouls it off to the right side.
It looks like if the ball goes to third or first, we're going home first. But if it goes to shortstop or second, we're just looking for the double play. So if you're going to ground into the double play, maybe find the middle of the field.
Again, 2 quick strikes now, so Lamontier is back.
Well, he did the same thing to Haycox, and he ended up with the hit by pitch.
Again, taking his lead off third is Preston. He wants to get home. Well hit to right field, and it's spinning away from the right fielder all the way back to the fence. Chasing it down is Jake Garden. 1 run across, 2 runs across. Here comes the third one to throw the plate. Not in time. A bases clearing, a double for Brady Middlecoff.
And you could tell that he got a lot of that one, and I think on any other day that's gone. Because you'll see the way it dies in the wind, but he got just enough of it to go back to the fence. Oh, and that was in a spot Lamontier will not want to see again. You can take a look. Right fielder's got no shot.
Tell you what, he wasn't even close to it. That ball just carried.
I may have lied a little bit about that one going out on a not-windy day, but you saw that pitch right down the middle from Lamontier, and He's not going to like seeing that one.
So it's 3-0 Millville, still nobody out.
That brings up Gabe Reef. Well, he was going for the bunt. He takes one right down the middle. That's what you need to do if you're Millville. You want to jump on Lamontier as often as possible in the early innings and try and get him out of the game.
1 strike pitch. Oh, they say he went around. So
that's a tough one is all I'll say.
Yeah, our vantage point's not the best. We're right behind the plate, so it's really hard to tell if they're going to check swing or not. So again, an 0-2 count on the Millville batter. Chopped foul.
Yeah, Millville's definitely battling against Lamontier when he gets 2 straight strikes. They're fouling off, they're finding ways. They're making that pitch count go up early.
Middlecoff standing at second base. He has the huge hit of the inning, a bases clearing double that has Millville in front 3-0. Oh, 2 pitch. That's going to go foul and out of play.
Yeah, Millville's really finding a way to battle down 2 strikes and kind of waste some of Lamontier's pitches. Again, no outs in the inning so far.
Reef trying to keep the hit parade going. That one sails a bit high. Good eye did not swing at that.
Yeah, he kept the bat back this time.
Lamontier looking in as his catcher gives him the sign. That's Sincere Moore behind the plate. That one's chopped to third. Nice play. Throw across the diamond. He's in time, so 5-3 on the putout. Mario Toro to Dawson Carter.
Yeah, and that's what you do if you're Middlecoff. And if it's hit to the left side of the field, you kind of take a couple steps and you decide from there if you can take off. But Vineland finally able to get 1 out in this inning. As Garrett Shapiro will try to keep it going.
Shapiro in the batter's box now for Millville. Looks at 1 up high.
I don't know if it's just my vantage point or not, but Middlecoff seems to be getting quite the lead at second. He's about even with the shortstop right now.
Strike there. 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's secondary he's certainly getting, I'll say that too.
He's getting a nice lead, initial lead. None of the fielders are real, the shortstop's playing close to him, but not to the point where he can really do much. Strike 2 is called. One and 2 to count.
Again, the umpire's giving a couple of warnings to the Millville bench. I think I know what it was about.
Missing, low and away.
Sounded like Millville didn't agree with the strike call on Shapiro. But sometimes you can't vocalize that as loud.
2-2 pitch coming. And a swing and a miss. So that'll be the second out of the inning. First strikeout for Kyle Lamontier.
Yeah, it looked like Shapiro ended up just chasing one outside the zone.
That'll bring up Kevin Dick, the catcher for Millville. Very engaging character, wouldn't you say?
That's one way to say it.
Popped up. And it's right at home plate. Did he catch it? We didn't see it.
He did not because everyone's staying on the field.
Okay.
Yeah, that one had more, all kinds of twisting and turning, and I'll tell you, I couldn't find it from the start, so I couldn't imagine he had a good view of that one. I thought that one was actually going to hit the press box at first.
You see some of the contingent in the crowd all bundled up. It is not exactly warm out here tonight.
Yeah, that's the Vineland faithful.
1 strike on the batter, 2 outs, 3 runs across for Millville. Dick looks at a strike 2.
Yeah, Lamentier took a little bit off that pitch. Maybe he gets away with it too.
So again, Lamentier doing a good job, with the exception of those walks early on, to get ahead of the batters, and now he gets his 2nd strikeout. So he finishes the inning strong, a ground out and 2 strikeouts, but Millville does the damage using 2 walks, a hit batter, and the big blow by Brady Middlecoff, the double to right field as we take a look at it here, and he brought home everybody. 3 runs across.
Oh, this is the strikeout.
Is this the strikeout?
This is the strikeout.
Okay.
Yeah, Dick chases that one just a little bit, but a nice inning for Millville, 3 runs across.
As we head to the bottom of the 1st inning, Vineland coming up, trailing 3-0.
I'm Mayor Anthony Finucci. If you're looking for the right location, think Vineland, New Jersey. Our pro-business approach is supported by financial incentives, workforce development programs, and other resources which can give your business a competitive edge. Whether you're starting a new business or expanding to new markets, our business environment, infrastructure, accessibility, and quality of life make Vineland an ideal location. More information about how we can help your business grow can be found at vinelandcity.org. Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season.
High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
Well, Millville jumping out to a 3-0 lead. Carson Reed will look to protect that lead as Vineland comes out to bat for the first time.
Yeah, you always like to have that early run support if you're the pitcher because it kind of allows you to settle in a little bit. But Reed's going to have a tough test with some of these Vineland hitters. They've got offense and they've got power, and no one's got more power than Mario Toro, their leadoff batter.
Yeah, he's coming into this game batting .348. He's the kind of leadoff man that you want. He gets things done at the plate.
He's, dare we say, he's the Kyle Schwarber of Vineland with the power.
Well,
He's a guy that you don't want to miss your pitches with because he will send them out.
and when you see him in the batter's box, you'll
He's
see a
big
good-sized
man.
player.
He's a big man.
There he is.
Yeah,
He is their big man. That's why he's their leadoff man.
The camera shows plenty, trust me. When they say the camera adds 10 pounds, no, the camera's about right with what Toro looks like.
And you can still hear and see the wind factor. All right, so Mario Toro leading off, the third baseman for the Fighting Clan. First pitch by Carson Reed, sails high.
Yeah, looked like he just kind of lost the grip on that one. You have to think they're not going to want to give Toro too much to hit, though.
That's right there. 1 ball and 1 strike.
It looked like Toro was taking all away.
So the count is 1-1 on the leadoff man. Fouls that one away.
Reed might have got away with one.
Yeah, Toro.
Toro had that lined up, just not to the way he'd like.
He got a good piece of it. You can always tell by the contact, that little ping that is made by the bat. He got it good, but he pulled it, actually drove it foul. That one sails over the
Yeah,
head.
I think Reed lost the grip on that one. And again, the wind's going to do that to you a little bit. You don't have a strong enough grip. You might see pitches like that.
Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, and now he gets hit by the pitch.
Well, just as Millville did, Vineland gets their first batter on as we take a look at the starting lineup for the Fighting Clan. You saw Mario Toro leading off. He's now at first base. Xavier Etheridge, the shortstop. Kyle Lamentier, the pitcher. CJ Santiago is the DH. He's batting for the left fielder. Jake Garton, the right fielder. Sincere Moore, the catcher. Ev Kronk, the second baseman, Ernie Bernhardt, the center fielder, and Dawson Carter, the first baseman.
Etheridge now stepping into the batter's box for Vineland. First pitch is sailing high. It's no fun to pitch in the cold, but then when you have the wind blowing the way it is, you can do all sorts of funny things on these pitches, and the way the ball comes off the bat, all sorts of things can happen.
Yeah, this is almost where you sometimes have to put a little extra heat on your pitches, so that way the wind doesn't affect it. As I think the umpire went to the Vineland bench for a second. I was kind of looking up like, wait, we're missing somebody.
Toro at first base with the leadoff HBP. 1-0 count on the batter, and it's 2-0. Vineland trying to answer right back, having given up 3 runs in the top half of this inning. They're looking to get their runs on the board. Time is called. Oh, it was a balk. Okay. So that'll move Toro to second.
Yeah, Kevin Dick gonna go ahead and talk to Carson Reed a little bit. Let's see here if we can find out where he does it. Well, the umpire just told the bench kind of what he did, but I don't know what I'm looking for, so.
Yeah, balks have been a mystery to me forever.
It was some kind of movement, and then I guess he just set and went. I was trying to kind of listen. So he said it was 2-1, so I guess there was a couple things they were looking at, but yeah, nice job by Dick. Just go out, calm Reed down a little bit. He did it again. All right, so they're saying Carson Reed's not coming set. So it looks like he's starting the windup and just going right in.
Another way of saying quick pitching.
Yeah, so he's kind of similar to the pros. He's not looking at the batter, kind of in a different way.
Pitch is fouled away.
So this inning is kind of started a little rough for Reed, but Vineland now with no outs and a runner on third have a chance to get on the scoreboard.
2-1 offering is fouled off and out of play.
That sounded like that was one of those off the end of the bat, and in the cold, that's not going to feel good on the hands.
So the count even now, 2 balls and 2 strikes on Xavier Etheridge. That one's lashed, but that's going to curve foul down the right field line.
I like the first base coach trying to be like, stay fair, stay fair. But again, another thing with the wind is it's not going to help those kind of balls stay in play.
So the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Grounded right back to the pitcher, and he did a great job there of holding the runner right where he was. Didn't give Toro a chance to come home and then set himself to make the throw. So good play by Carson Reed right there.
Yeah, the ball does tend to find you even when you've made a couple mistakes, and Reed with those back-to-back balks to bring Toro over to third. Well, of course the ball comes right to him, but a nice job, just as you said, collect himself and make the play.
So that's 1 down. Kyle Lamentier now the batter. He'll be looking to help himself at the plate. Just inside.
And Lamentier's not just one of their best pitchers, he's one of their top hitters too, batting just under 300 on the season.
294. And again, a little bit inside, so it's 2-0 the count. 3-0 Thunderbolts. 3 runs in that top of the first. Missing outside, so it's 3-0. See if Lamentier will hold on this next pitch as Toro takes his lead off third. Now he did swing at it and gets a base hit. So a very productive 3-0 swing, and it's 3-1 now, as Lamentier does indeed help his cause with an RBI single to the left.
Yeah, that's just fundamental hitting. You got a guy at third. You want to just get it out of the infield, and Lamentier does a nice job of that.
So Lamentier's on first base now. 1 out for Vineland, and the cleanup batter, CJ Santiago, batting. I saw he's listed as a .438 batting average, so he can put the ball in play as well.
Well, usually your best hitter tends to bat the cleanup spot. And they're keeping an eye on Lamentier over there.
Oh, another quick throw. Had Lamentier doing a little dance over there.
You still want to keep an eye on the batter, though, and not get too caught up on the runner.
Gets the breaking pitch, looked like some kind of off speed there.
And he had Santiago almost ducking out of the way. It's the kind of strikes you like when the batter thinks it's off the plate and you get it right by him.
So 1 strike to count on Santiago. Vineland has a run across, trailing 3-1. We're in the bottom of the first. Throw again to first base.
They must think Lamentier's gonna run. He's not really taking a big lead over there. About 2 steps. They must have something on it.
That one's launched to right field. Is it going to find? It's going to be in foul territory, and the play is made out there. Shapiro with the catch, and that's a key second out for the Thunderbolts.
And again, that's another one of those where the wind kind of carries it to take it into foul territory. So worst comes to worst, you drop it. It's just another strike, but a nice job.
Good job of tracking it by Shapiro.
So we do have a runner for the pitcher, Lamentier. Number 22 we'll have to bring up his name for you in just a second. Try to pull that up real quick for you guys. So obviously with 2 outs, Lamentier is going to head back to the dugout. Maybe try to warm up a little bit.
That's courtesy runner time too with 2 outs.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's kind of what I mean in that scenario, especially as the pitcher, though. You want to get him back in the dugout. Reed, even keeping the courtesy runner in check. That's Devin Ramos, the one running for Lamentier.
Jake Garten fouls it to the right side, and it's going to head into the seats.
That's 2 strikes. So Reed in a good spot here.
Garten looking to keep this inning alive for the Fighting Clan. Runner breaks. High on the pitch. The throw down is in time. And Kevin Dick is pumped.
I was going to apologize for anything that got across there. You could probably hear how pumped Kevin Dick just was.
Yeah.
A nice job by Yeager to find the ball and make the tag. Oh, sorry, that was Cole Heron, actually. Yeah. Did a nice job to corral it and come back for the tag. So Reed works out of a little bit of trouble. Vineland does get 1 run on the board, but we're still holding a 3-1 lead as we've played 1, and we want to give a shout out to Joseph Lasavita, that is Rocco Lasavita's dad. He's definitely been a fan of the broadcast. We appreciate the comments he's given. Lasavita Home Improvements. You can give Joseph Lasavita a call there at 856-332-8242 or Lasavita at Comcast.net. Once again, we do appreciate Joseph Lasavita and his support to Quinn Broadcasting and Millville Baseball.
I'm not sure. I was listening to the umpire talk to Val Forbes about that last situation. I think the batter took strike 3. So
we say that was a strikeout, not a throwout?
Yeah.
Well, we'll figure that one out.
That's what I thought I heard him say.
We'll figure that one out, but taking a look here at the fielding alignment.
Did he say the batter was out first? Okay.
All right, so that's what we love the close action for, right from Coach Forbes, that it was indeed a strikeout for Reed. Still a nice play by
Oh, it's a
O'Haron
great
anyway,
throw. They got 4 outs in the inning. Unfortunately, they can only use 3. As we take a look at the Vineland defensive alignment for tonight's game, Jacob Brown will be the left fielder. In center field is Ernie Bernhardt. Jake Garden is playing in right field. Across the infield, Mario Toro at third base. Xavier Etheridge at shortstop. The second baseman is Everett Kronk. Dawson Carter at first base. Sincere Moore is behind the dish as the catcher, and tonight's starting pitcher for Vineland is Kyle Lamentier. So Lamentier will work his second inning here.
So Trevor Yeager will get things started as Millville nearly batted around in that first inning. This will be 8, 9, and 1 coming up.
Trevor Yeager at the plate with a strike on him so far, now 2 strikes on the foul ball.
It looked like he was a little bit behind that one. You have to think Lamentier wants to have that shutdown inning. But again, he was 0-2 on the first batter of the game.
That's grounded towards second. Routine ground ball, and the throw is made in time. So good play by Kronk just to reel it in and get it across to Carter in time.
Yeah, that almost kind of seemed like a defensive swing from Yeager. Almost kind of got it towards the top of the bat. It ends up, unfortunately for him, just being an easy ground out to the second baseman.
So with 1 out, Mario Cottrell Jr. will step into the batter's box for the orange and blue. First pitch sails high.
Well, do we go blue and orange since they're in the mostly blue today? And the orange hats, what's that like, by the way?
There's that wind again. And I'll tell you something. There's a ground ball towards first, scooped up easily, and beating the runner to the first base bag is Dawson Carter. 2 kick outs now for Millville, 3 unassisted on that one.
Yeah, Cottrell Jr. got a good piece of that. He hit it well off the bat, but unfortunately hit it directly to the first baseman.
There is a severe gray cloud over the right field area.
I do not like it. Now, I think it's not as gray as you think it is. Okay. Well, we're looking through a screen. I had to stand up and make sure.
Well, it's a big cloud either way.
I stood up. It's a gray one. I'd appreciate it if it just kind of went on by.
Grounded to third. Toro bobbles. The throw across gets away from the first baseman.
Well, Preston was headed towards second, but maybe rightfully so gets back because Sincere Moore was kind of right there, as was the right fielder, Jake Garton. So the error allows Millville to keep this inning alive.
Preston had walked his first time, and so did Cole Mulheron his first time up. The 2 walks that helped load the bases after Haycox got hit by a pitch, and then the big blow by Brady Middlecoff that has the 3 runs on the board for Millville.
So far, Marcellus Preston has been on base twice, but is 0 for 1.
Pitch is high. And Tier definitely reared back for that one.
Yeah, I really have to think after that first inning, he's probably going to put as much as he can into these next couple innings as far as he can make it.
1-0 pitch, swing and a miss.
Yep. That's a heater if you've ever seen one. You see Preston over there at first. It's his lead.
Lamentier
fakes the throw.
And now throws. And he is safe. Oh, did they call a ball?
They must have, yeah. Well, yes, because the pitcher stopped and then threw it. So I kind of wondered how he was allowed to do that.
Yeah, he tried to throw first, and then
he stopped, and then he threw again. And right, I'm imagining at that point he kind of knew.
So Preston now in scoring position with 2 outs. 1-1 count on Mulheron. Lementier sets. Comes to the plate, gets it across the plate.
Yeah, he took a lot off that one, and I don't know if he fooled Mulherrin or not. But gotta think we're gonna speed it up now. See Preston over at second, dancing.
That one's last foul.
Oh, and Preston was off on the pitch, so that would have scored him.
Yeah, had that stayed in fair territory, that was definitely a run on the board for Millville.
We'll see if Millville deploys the hit and run again.
2 outs in the inning. So Lementier looking to not allow anything else here. Coming to third and getting there.
Yeah, that was really close by Preston, and as I can't tell if he hesitated or not. He's gonna need a second, but does a nice job to dive to the back of the bag.
Well, so we'll see. This pitcher's in the dirt.
Yeah, he hesitates. He who hesitates. But a nice job. Gets that arm to the back of the bag. Up on the mound, that's for sure. We'll never have this again. Top 2, 2 outs.
Ooh, very close.
Sorry, I had to get that in for a change. Well, Mulherrin's worked himself to a full count.
Foul tip.
The catcher can't find it. And because first base is
I guess he did not foul it off.
No.
Okay, so they're going to call that a swing and a
That
miss.
was a dropped third strike is what it was.
And a pass ball that allows Cole Mulherrin to reach base.
Yeah, Moore lost that in his equipment. You'll take a look here as he does not get a piece of it. Catcher just drops it, and he can't find it, and kicks it.
Yeah, that
The
kind of
kick
made
didn't
sure.
help. The kick didn't
No,
help, but I
that-
think even without that, Mulherrin was going to make it. So the inning is still alive here for the cleanup hitter, Nathan Haycox.
So Haycox was hit by a pitch his first time up. Scored on the bases clearing double by Middlecoff. Swings through that one. And coming home, and he's inside the tag.
And Cole Mulherrin is still going. That is a heady play from Mulherrin. I will tell you, Marcellus Preston has been living on the edge with some of these steals, and it pays off.
Well, he came home because the catcher couldn't find the, again, just a pass ball here. He decides to come in, and we'll see how close it was.
Now he gets that left hand.
The left hand got in.
Moore didn't think so. He said, I had the ball in my hand, but that left hand of Preston beats him to the plate. And that's really heady base running from Mulherrin, too. He realizes the catcher thinks the guy's out. He's just going to keep running.
2 strikes on the batter. So Haycox now will have to protect the plate. All of this coming around on 2 outs. The error that got the leadoff man Preston aboard, leadoff man in the lineup. A balk, pass ball, and another pass ball got the run home. And Mulherrin, as you mentioned, went from first to third.
Yeah, well, he realized Moore was mad about the call and realized nobody was covering.
Pitch misses. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Lementier steps off, much to the celebration of the Thunderbolt dugout.
1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. So that is strikeout number 4 officially. The pass ball strikeout, and then this one. But Millville does rally for a run, a 2-out rally, an error, a balk, a couple pass balls, and some great base running, specifically by Marcellus Preston to get inside the tag, and of course Mulherron from first to third. But only one run for Millville without the benefit of a hit. They lead as we head to the bottom of the second, 4-1.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
So Millville manufacturing a 2-out run at the top of the second inning to regain a 3-run lead, 4-1, as we head to Vineland's part of the second inning. And again, that wind just keeps on kicking. You can hear it through our headsets, probably.
And I'll tell you, that gray cloud has kind of dissipated a little bit. It's actually
It's moved off
it's
to the
moved to the right,
yeah.
so it passed over us with no danger.
Sincere Moore, Ev Kronk, and Ernie Bernhardt will be the first 3 batters for Vineland here in the bottom of the second. First pitch is a ball.
And despite the fact that it passed Kevin Dick, first 3 wants it back, so he must like the grip on that one. Pitchers are very particular creatures.
It seems like in the majors, though, every time it hits the ground, they want a new ball. 1-0 pitch. Called it a ball.
Going a little high.
2-0 the count on the leadoff man, Sincere Moore. Well, that one's up and in. So Carson Reed needs to locate it just a little bit more across the plate. He is down 3-0 in the count. That one is there.
Yeah, nothing better than finding the middle of the plate when you need it.
Carson Reed sets, 3-1 pitch. That one's lashed to right field, base hit. And again, you can see how that wind is making that ball curve crazily.
Yeah, with our vantage view, I just saw the curve on that ball. As you take a look at Millville's fielding alignment, as we do have a courtesy runner we'll get to in a second. But going from left to right, Marcellus Preston in left field, Mario Petrol Jr. is the center fielder, and Garrett Shapiro, the right fielder. Gabe Reef at third base, Trevor Yeager, the shortstop. Paul Mulherron is the second baseman, Brady Middlecoff at first. And your battery today, Carson Reed, the pitcher, and Kevin Dick, the catcher. As we mentioned, we do have a courtesy runner for Sincere Moore. Robert Torres will be doing the running.
Throw over. Runner
Reed
gets back.
Seems like every time Reed gets a runner on first, he's keeping a close eye on him.
Comes to the plate this time. That one is up high for ball 1.
Again, Torres running for Moore over at first. Had him leaning a little bit on that last pitch.
That pitch is across for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike on Everett Kronk. Want to give a shout out to one of our favorite viewers. Throw across to first, not in time.
You said favorite, I didn't. It's all love, Coach Latour. It's all love.
Yeah. Mike Latour is a viewer, as always. Good to have him aboard.
Yeah, shame the golf tournament was rained out. We were going to have our first broadcast as that one's bunted to Reed. Does a nice job to make the play at first, but yeah, we were expecting, well, I say we, I was not going to be a part of it, but Twin Broadcasting was going to have our first ever golf broadcast. I believe Coach Latour was going to be a part of that broadcast as well, but unfortunately due to rain, that ended up being postponed, so we'll have to see if that ends up taking place. I believe that got postponed for a couple weeks at least. But we always appreciate Coach Latour and what he brings to the comment section, the basketball court, the real coach's corner.
Yeah, the reschedule is for May 2nd. Strike is called. Ernie Bernhardt, the batter, the center fielder for the Fighting Clan. Runner at second base with one out. Fouled off. 2 quick strikes on Bernhardt. So Carson Reed working on the batter with 2 strikes. That one tips off the glove of Dick, and the runner will go to third. High and inside pitch. Hate to do it to him, but I think that's a pass ball.
I'll tell you, I could hear Kevin Dick hit the fence in front of us, trying to make sure that ball didn't get away.
So that'll move the pinch runner up to third base with 1 out.
So Robert Torres getting himself a little closer.
Swing and a miss, got him to reach for one. And that's the second out. Second strikeout for the pitcher,
That is
Carson Reed.
not the kind of swing you want to have as a batter, but that's your favorite view as a pitcher, as that one just dies. And Ernie Bernhardt is caught kind of out of his shoes a little bit.
That's a pitcher's pitch. You aim it in the middle and then make it curl to the outside like that. The batter commits, and before you know it, he has swung at air.
Yeah, that's a deflating feeling when you realize that ball is not even close to your bat and you're already across the plate.
1-1 the count on Dawson Carter, looking to keep this inning alive for Vineland. 4-1, Thunderbolts with the lead. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Oh, that's a pitch right there. One, two, the count. Again, the wind just keeps on picking up every now and then.
Well, yeah,
Good play by Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin Dix had to do that a couple times in this at bat alone. I don't even know if you can hear what I just said either, because I just hear wind.
Yeah, that wind, every once in a while it'll kick up. The wind gusts.
But Reed with a chance to get out of this one.
2-2 pitch. That one's outside again. So Dawson Carter looking to get on base here for the top of the order.
And he's got a full count.
Pinch runner taking his lead off third. And a swing and a miss. He got him to chase again. That ball was high and away. So back-to-back strikeouts for Carson Reed ends the inning. 1 hit, no runs, and 1 man left. We are done with 2 innings of play, and Millville leads Vineland 4-1.
Many people treat their health like a game. With Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Just select from our specialties and schedule online, by phone, or on our app. Our entire team communicates with one another, so everyone works together on your total health. Plus, we make it even easier with all of these additional benefits. Level up your health with us. Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great health care for everyone.
He was there.
High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
We head to the top of the third inning. Fred Melendez along with Ariel Melendez.
Who, if you couldn't tell, is cold.
Yeah, it's a little bit on the cold side.
If you couldn't tell, as the sun has set, we are almost officially under the lights.
Kyle Lamentier working his third inning.
Yeah, for him, he'd like it to go better than the first two, but as the PA announcer has arrived.
The middle of Millville's batting order is due up, and the man who has the big hit of the game right now, Brady Middlecoff, leading off. His double to right field cleared the bases and scored 3 Millville runs in that first inning. He looks at ball 1. Next pitch is not a strike, ball 2.
And as always, you can watch on a couple different avenues here on Quinn Broadcasting.
Ball is hit to the shortstop, gets it nicely, throw across is in time. So good play by Xavier Etheridge to get it to Dawson Carter for the first out.
Well, yes, there's a couple of places you can keep an eye on all things as of right now. Millville Baseball, Quinn Broadcasting, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, and if you're also local, channel 22. And I want to shout out a couple people. William Musey, have a feeling this was when Brady got that double. He appreciated that one.
Strike is called as Gabe Reef down in the batter's box for Millville.
Carolyn Newton said, cheering for my Millville Thunderbolts to win. Herberto Jimenez, again, great start, Bolts. Keep it going, as that one's fouled off.
2 strikes on the batter.
Lori Carapelli cheering on the Thunderbolts, watching from Jupiter, Florida. I think we've had a couple Florida.
Yes, we have.
And we do have a couple Vineland fans in the chat as well.
Just got a piece of that. That looked like he took something off that pitch, and Reef did all he could just to foul it off.
I'm going to try my best. Kimberly Ann Farinaccio Valdesari says, let's go VHS. Miguel Sanchez, let's go Millville. That one is way.
Yeah, way foul and out of play.
Al Ripa, I think we're very familiar. Small ball game still alive, and yeah, Millville's used a lot of small ball. Aside again from that big double, we've manufactured runs with walks, hit by pitches, and some steals on pass balls as down looking.
So 2 outs in the inning, first 2 batters go down. That is strikeout number 5. Right there, Kyle Lamentier.
Another viewer from Florida, Rick Cycle, says go Bolts from Crescent City, Florida. So got some fans down in Florida.
That first pitch is fouled away by Garrett Shapiro. He struck out his first time up.
Lamentier looking for his first 1-2-3 inning. Shapiro will try to spoil that.
Lamentier set with the 0-1 pitch. That one stroked it in the, oh, what a great play! I withdraw what I was about to say because Everett Kroc just made a highlight reel catch of that smoking line drive. Great play by Kroc to make it that 3-and-out inning. 1-2-3, go the Bolts. Let's take a look. That was a stroke, but this is a better play. Leaping it perfectly. So Kroc makes the putout, and it is a 1-2-3 inning for the Thunderbolts. We head to the bottom of the third inning. Millville leads Vineland 4-1.
He was there in the temple with Zechariah. He delivered God's message to Mary. He announced the news to the shepherds. He protected the boy Jesus. He saw the water turn to wine. He led the angels to minister to Jesus in the garden. He stands in the presence of God. His name is Gabriel, and he is the witness.
high school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
Well, the third inning, bottom of the third inning coming around for the Vineland Fighting Clan. Carson Reed so far, just a 1 run allowed. And yes, this is the front end of a doubleheader, Wednesday and Thursday night. I'm sorry,
Well,
Tuesday and Wednesday nights. My days are all messed
Hey,
up.
listen,
This is what retirement does to you.
I
You
wish
don't
it
know what
was
day it
already
is.
past Wednesday
Yeah.
because I'm not looking forward to getting up at 4 a.m. after this one. But
Yeah, we do have a doubleheader here. Tonight's game here in Vineland. Tomorrow night, these two teams return to face each other at the Millville Babe Ruth Field. That is also a 7 o'clock start. So feel free to join us at the field tomorrow night. First pitch is fouled way high and way behind us.
and for those in the Millville area that I have a feeling everyone knows in the Millville area where that is, but that is behind City Hall, the Babe Ruth Fields, near what they call the Riverside Wawa. It's always got to be a Wawa in there somewhere.
That pitch sails way high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Mario Toro, he was hit by a pitch his first time up and scored Vineland's only run.
That is off of Main and something. I'm not good. I've lived in Millville all my life, and I could still not tell you most of the street names in my city.
Well, it might.
It's where the pizza place is.
Yeah.
And the
that
river.
that would be Buck Street.
Is that Buck? You know what? I kind of thought I was right there by thinking Buck.
That's actually on Ware Avenue. There you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Another
Ooh,
foul ball.
That one just disappeared into the night. I have a feeling we're going to be needing some baseball soon. And as on cue, the umpire says we've only got 2, and good luck to whoever can find these foul balls because they're going a long way.
In the dark, no less. That one's launched to deep center field, but ranging under it. Not as deep as I thought. Again, the wind knocking it down, and Mario Cottrell Jr., rather easy catch for him. That looked like he was going to go.
Our view looks like it's hit really well, and definitely got a good piece of it, but again, the wind's going to kill those balls unless you get everything and all of it. And that's one of those examples of a ball dying because on a non-windy night, I think Cottrell Jr. is still running.
So that's 1 down. And that brings up Xavier Etheridge, who grounded back to the mound his first time up. Looks at ball 1.
I was going to say, I had a feeling that last swing of the bat was from Toro.
Yep.
Because that's a man who knows what he can do with the bat, but good job to get the first out.
And he got a good piece of it, and he drilled it right back through the middle. But that wind knocked it down, and Control made an easy catch of it. 2-1 the count now.
I have a strong feeling there was a lot of break on that, but I think the wind helped that as well.
2-1 offering, that just missing.
Yeah, that one didn't have as much break on it as the last pitch did.
So a favorable count for Xavier Etheridge, 3-1. And he looks at ball 4. So he is a 1-out base runner.
We talked about this with Carson Reed a couple of games ago, and it has something to do with the few balks that he's had so far. He's a guy that doesn't waste any time on the mound. Once he gets that ball back from Kevin Dick, he's back and ready in his windup. He's someone that means business up there, as Kyle Lamentier will again try to help himself out.
Yeah, he's got the RBI single his first time up, scoring Toro with Vineland's only run so far. Good lead off the first base bag, and the ball nicks the batter. So hit by pitch.
Yeah, hard to.
Second man who's been hit by a pitch.
Hard to tell from here. They say it got him on the elbow.
So that'll move the runner into scoring position. Etheridge now at second base.
And I thought I heard the words, Brady, stay in his back pocket. So I have a feeling they're going to keep an eye again on Lamentier over at first, or at least not let him get a big lead.
DH Santiago looks at strike one.
Sorry, when you hear something, for lack of a better word, out of pocket, just meaning they want to keep Brady close on Lamentier over there.
Throw down to second.
Yeah, Dick didn't get enough on that one. He's not afraid to throw behind the runners. Unfortunately, he just didn't get enough on it.
Well, he's making Etheridge think about things, that's for sure, as he takes his lead again off second base.
And
Fouled off, and the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes on Santiago, who fouled out his first time up to right field. Reed ahead in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 down, 2 runners on base for Vineland. Missing away. Count even to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Reed's pitch, swing and a miss. Bit of a breaking pitch, and he got it past the batter. 4th strikeout of the game for Carson Reed.
that was perfect location on the pitch as well. The batter just can't catch up to it. As we have a courtesy runner again for Lamentier. I didn't hear who it was, though.
Hey, protect the line.
Jake Garton now the batter. He looked at strike 3 his first time up. That ended the first inning.
I have a feeling if you yell out if they double steal, they're not going to double steal. But Millville has their strategy if they do decide to take off. But I have a feeling if you hear the opposing coaching staff go, if they double steal, they're probably not going to.
Well, we know that Kevin Dick will find a way to throw the ball to one of these bases. We'll see what happens. Oh, right there. I'll tell you what, when you get the batter's knees to buckle like that, you could tell it was an off-speed pitch.
Yeah. And that's one of those where if you're the batter, there's nothing you can do at that point.
2 strikes on the batter. That one's fouled away.
Yeah, that's a defensive swing if I've ever seen one.
Carson Reed looking to get the last out of this 3rd inning.
He's got himself in a good situation, ahead in the count 0-2.
Runners at first and second with 2 down. Swung at something up high and fouls it off.
That's another if it's close, swing at it kind of pitch. Reed doing a nice job. Get the batter maybe a little uncomfortable. If you know he's going to chase, you might give him something to chase.
Still 2 strikes on the batter. That one sails high.
Unfortunately, he's not going to chase that one. But Reed's got some pitches to waste, if need be.
One, 2 the count. And a swing and a miss. Got him to chase something low. Back-to-back strikeouts.
And Kevin Dick just launched the ball into right field. I don't think that's where he meant for it to go. He's been throwing it to Middlecoff at first, but that one just went way into right. If you take a look, the bottom falls out of that pitch. Watch Kevin Dick. You're not going to see where it goes, but there it is. He just lets that one fly. And we are done.
I'll tell you what, we have too much fun covering sports here on Quinn Broadcasting. We hope you have a fun time watching.
We get athletes like that.
3 innings in the books now, and it's 4-1 Thunderbolts.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community. local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
Tuesday night baseball here on Twin Broadcasting, YouTube Live, Facebook Live.
We've got a new pitcher. I had a feeling that didn't look like number. No, never mind. I just don't know numbers. Sorry. I thought Lamentier was 3 for some reason.
Yeah, he's still on the mound.
Just kidding. Sorry. I saw 2 and 3, and I think about it. Carry on.
So we are into the top of the 4th inning. And the bottom of the order for Millville due up. Now Lamentier's retired the last 4 batters, so he's in a bit of a groove now. Millville getting 3 runs in the first inning. The first 4 batters getting aboard, and the key blow, Brady Middlecoff's bases clearing double to right field. That is standing up as the difference. Oh. Looks at the ball. Kevin Dick at the plate.
I want to just, well, probably couldn't actually do this for fear of what they might say, but I'd love a leak in the dugout.
Yeah, the umpire is.
Well, he's gone
I guess
to
he's going to
Vineland
get.
now. Yeah, or do we need more baseballs? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what we. All right, well, here we go.
Okay. Umpire's back.
Well, the umpire's been very communicative with both, both staffs, so I guess that wasn't very good.
1-0 pitch. Curls inside. 2-0 the count. Kevin Dick struck out his first time up. And he's got ball 3 on him now, 3-0.
I'm telling you, I just want sound of the dugout.
Well, we certainly captured the atmosphere of the event. Strike.
Yeah, Kevin Dick was watching all the way.
So now he'll prepare to hit if he likes the pitch. A little bit high.
Yeah, and he's mad. Yeah, he's mad. He knew that was ball 4.
So now he'll have to protect.
And you have to wonder if Lamentier's going to go back to that one. He's got Dick on it a few times.
Popped up, sky high.
I have no idea where that is.
It's behind the dugout. I don't know that it stayed in. Hard to tell. But it stayed in, and Soto stayed with it for the first out of the inning.
Toro. Was that Toro?
Yes. I'm pretty sure it was. We'll see.
Oh, sorry. No, you said
That ball
Soto.
went way, way high. I thought it would blow up, but maybe the wind blew that one back in.
I'll tell you, that's a good eye by Toro to find it the entire way.
Yep.
And Kevin Dick is not happy.
So that's 1 out in the inning. Trevor Yeager stepping into the batter's box. He grounded out to second his first time up.
Yeah, he went
around.
He tried to lay off that one, but they saw that bat go across the plate.
Strike 2 was called.
Well, he held on that one, but I guess that one caught the knees.
So Lamentier quickly in front, 0-2. Just missing.
I'll tell you, that's a cold take. That is a cold zone take from Yeager.
Lamentier looks in, 1-2 pitch, and he gets another strikeout. That's 6 Ks for the game.
Control Jr. with a chance to keep the inning alive.
He grounded out to first base his first time up. Ball 1 is called. Same pitch, this time it's a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs in the inning, nobody aboard for Millville. That one sails high. Good discipline by Cottrell Jr. there. He flinched at it, but he didn't swing. Lamonteer's 2-1 offering. Swing and a miss. So Kyle Lamontier just 1 strike away from his second consecutive 1-2-3 inning. That one's last, and it is just foul. Hard to tell because our view was blocked, but that had a chance.
From as much as I can see, that's about as close as you can get. That may have just hit the outside line.
Yeah, didn't quite get it, but yeah.
Based on where that landed, yeah. Just barely missed.
So we do it all over again. 2-2 count and a swing and a miss. Lamontier now with 7 Ks and has retired the last 7 in a row. 1-2-3 inning for the Thunderbolts. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. The score remains 4-1 for the Thunderbolts.
Many people treat their health like a game. With the Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Our mental health services focus on the emotions and behaviors that affect your overall well-being and features psychiatric, counseling, and addiction services, including our exclusive Fresh Start program, designed to help combat the opioid epidemic in our communities, plus all the other specialties you expect from Complete Care. Level up your health with us. The Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
We arrive at the halfway point of this game, regulation-wise, and Vineland's trailing Millville 4-1. Seems like their pitcher, Lamontier, has settled in very nicely, 7 strikeouts. He's only allowed the 1 hit, but it was the biggest hit of the game. The bases clearing double in the 1st inning. He's only allowed that 1 hit.
Yeah, and some of the other trouble really hasn't been him. It's been a couple of pass balls.
That 2nd inning, pass balls and a balk mixed in together. Of course, the error that kept the inning alive where Preston reached base, and he wound up scoring.
Definitely not pitched a clean game, but he's gotten out of trouble when he's needed to.
Sincere Moore, the first batter for the Fighting Clan. He singled his first time up. He was stranded at 3rd base. That was back in the 2nd inning. 1 ball and 1 strike now on the batter.
I guess technically the courtesy runner was stranded, I believe.
Yes, sure.
I don't know if that was, I had the name on my phone and then I put it away.
It's okay.
But
1-1 offering is right there.
Yeah, it's a nice off speed from Reed.
Batter steps out for a moment.
Moore trying to disrupt the timing of Reed, as we mentioned, a guy who really likes to get going on the mound.
1-2 offering, swing and a miss. He blew it by him.
How's that for?
And I'll tell you what, Carson Reed has 3 strikeouts in a row and 6 for the game, so he's pretty much matching Lamontier on the mound.
Well, that one just never came down, and Nick Moore thought it might, but how about you take that? You're going to step out of the box on me? I'll blow one right by you.
Everett Cronk, the batter. Sacrifice bunt his first time up. Fouls off the first pitch.
To the ether.
And for the time being, Everett Cronk has the play of the game. That catch-all line drive.
Yeah, had what could have been a double.
2 quick strikes on foul balls. Well, we mentioned that Carson Reed has 6 strikeouts now, including 3 in a row. He will look to match his jersey number if he can get another strike here. And he does. 4 straight strikeouts for Reed, 2 outs in the inning.
And Carson Reed took that comment I said personally.
Boy,
Yeah.
that was, I don't know if it was wicked, but it was close.
Beautiful. It's beautiful is what you call it. There's nothing you do with it. You're the batter. You just watch that one go by and you just take a walk back to the dugout.
Ernie Bernhardt now at the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time up.
He just stepped back thinking that was close and it got called a strike.
1 ball and 1 strike now on Bernhardt.
Yeah, Reed's pitching with a little bit more confidence now.
That one's hit pretty well. And nobody's going to be at the bag, or is it?
Did they say Reed dropped it?
Wow. Reed had to hustle to get to first base, and the fact that he even got there was amazing. Let's see how this one went right between the fielders.
Yeah, trying to make the play was Middlecoff, and to his credit, Reed does get over there, but yeah, the ball just got away, and we're just going to check on Carson Reed here. I don't know if he got cleated or just the way he went down. As we're gonna
now, had he caught the ball, I think he would have been out.
Yeah,
so.
that would have been an out if anything happened. So they say no, that doesn't count as a mound visit, I believe. I think he said no charge.
Right, well, they're checking on the health of the pitcher.
So that one won't count as a mound visit. I'm not sure how many mound visits you get in high school. But
we'll have to give that an error because the batter would have been out had Reed held on to it.
So that one on Mulheron, he had the throw.
The throw, it was a little behind Reed.
Yeah, the throw was a little behind Reed, so if you're going to give an error, unfortunately, I think you have to give it to Mulheron, but almost a great play and a nice shot by Reed just to get over there in the first place.
So Dawson Carter will look to keep things going for Vineland. He puts the bunt down. It's a good one. And he is out. Now bunting with 2 outs. I'm not sure that was the greatest move. But
he almost beats it out, but yeah, he had to maybe deaden that just a little bit more.
Yeah.
But Milville will take
he got it too hard off the bat, and good job of rushing in to make the play by Reef. Got the ball over in time. Middlecoff holding the bag, and that is the end of the inning. So in the inning, no runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 left. As we, again, thank all the people who watch us and those who support us, including Joseph Lasavita right there, Home Improvements. If you have any needs with your house in terms of repairs or anything, all forms of construction are done. All you have to do is call him up at 856-332-8242, or you can check him online at his email there at lasavita@comcast.net. Can we thank him and all the people who do view the games? Your support is why we are able to do this. So we are going to the top of the 5th inning, and that first inning for Millville right now is the decisive one. Warming up on the mound. A man who has pitched a pretty good ball game. He's only allowed the 1 hit, but it was a 3-run hit.
Now we have a new pitcher
that's what I was looking at. Yeah, I hesitated.
I had to wait this time. That's Jake Garton. The right fielder is now the pitcher.
Now again, but they don't bring us any changes, so I don't know if Lamentier is now moved to shortstop, because that's where
the shortstop doesn't look taller.
I'm sorry, the right fielder.
Yeah, I was gonna say it would be right field, but the right fielder doesn't look tall. No offense. Lamentier had some height on him. We'll try to get some changes for you as we find them.
Now there he is.
And if you could turn around,
there he
that
is. Nicely done.
That is Ernie Bernhardt, who moves from center field to right field.
Okay, so we have a new center fielder.
We have a new center fielder as well.
I like the.
I thought we were going to get the changes for a second. So
right.
a new center fielder, of course, is that 18? I believe that's 18. If it is, that's Etheridge. Which means everybody's moved around. That is Etheridge now in center. We've got wholesale changes, everyone.
Well, we have a new shortstop then.
We'll get it for you in a little bit.
We're innovating here to try to get the changes. Strike is called.
So that is number 2.
And that is Lamentier. So there you go.
All right, sorry, Lamentier. I said the shortstop looked too short to be you, but
kudos to our director who figured out how to do it.
Technically, that's our camera.
Well, yes, it's a combination.
That's Jackson Millard on
But
camera.
the director does call the shots. So.
You know I can't. You know I can't.
Oh, my goodness.
You know I can't give it to him.
So Milville here in the top of the 5th has the top of the order up. Marcellus Preston looks at one inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 4 position changes for the Fighting Clan. That one stroked right to Lamentier. He bobbles it. Preston! Is he rule safer? I didn't see that. He's out. Okay.
He's out. That was close.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the first baseman was kind of hiding.
Yeah, I couldn't see the umpire at all there. But he is out. Let's take a look here. Yeah. Yeah. Half a step there. 6-3 on the putout. Cole Mulher in the batter. Oh, nice breaking pitch there. Two strikes.
Dugout flickering.
And a foul tip is held on to. So the first strikeout for the reliever, Jake Garten. 2 quick outs for Milville. That's going to leave the fate of the inning in the hands of Nate Haycox. Chopper foul. Pitch is called the ball. Trying to make all these changes here. Etheridge is here.
Bernhardt moved to right.
Strike is called. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
So Garten to the mound, Lamentier to short, Etheridge to center, and Bernhardt to right. As far as we know, that's it.
Yeah. That one's foul. Is it playable?
Nope.
Not quite.
So staying alive is Haycox.
One-two count on the batter. 2 outs in the inning for Millville. Breaking pitch does not catch the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Haycox on the day was hit by a pitch and struck out. He scored one of the 3 runs in that first inning for the Millville Thunderbolts. 2-2 offering. Just inside. Jake Garten tried to make it a 1-2-3 inning. Count is full. That one's launched to left field, and getting under it, ranging under it, and making the catch out there is Jacob Brown. Good job of running back to the spot, waiting for the ball and making the catch. So it's another 1-2-3 inning. The Vineland pitching staff now has retired the last 10 Thunderbolts. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's still 4-1 Millville.
We're all looking for God. All the signs point to there is really a God. We try to find him in all kinds of ways, in all kinds of places, and through all kinds of things. But there's only one way to find him. That's by personal experience with him. Come visit us this Sunday. We can introduce you to him. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
Carson Reed remains on the mound for Millville through 4 innings. He has struck out 7. He has given up 2 hits and the 1 run.
Leading off for Vineland, bottom 5th, number 8, Mario Toro.
And Vineland's got up who they want up in this situation, the leadoff man Mario Toro, but I'd say for the most part they've held him in check, but he's officially 0 for 1 on the day, but he did get hit by a pitch, a couple balks, and he did end up scoring the only run of the game for Vineland, but they've not allowed him to beat him with his bat yet.
Until now. That was drilled to left field.
Nope.
And is caught out there. You can see in the darkness.
I'll tell you, that was just like Haycox's hit that just went into the darkness and I thought was gone. But
well, we get a better look here. He's still in the darkness, but yeah, it's caught out there by Marcellus Preston.
Yeah, that's a nice job to be able to find that ball in the darkness too.
You got to admire the way Toro put a charge into it, though.
I hate it here.
Why we have the replays to see those kind of things. That one's hit foul.
Right at the first base coach. Nice play.
2 quick strikes on Xavier Etheridge. He grounded back to the mound his first time up and then walked, so he's 0 for 1. And he went around. Strikeout number 8 for Carson Reed.
Now batting number 2, Kyle Lemon.
Well, this is a key inning for him to get through the top of the order. You saw what Toro did. He got another tough hitter on the strikeout. And now Kyle Lamentier, who was singled and was hit by a pitch, so he's 1 for 1. That one's high into right field, racing over, and again, it's
way out of play.
Way out of play. A long run for Shapiro, but the ball was not going to cooperate and stay in play.
And he's going to take that slow walk, pick his hat back up, and
you see the strikeout in the inning here. The 8th K of the day for Carson Reed. So Lamentier trying to keep this inning alive for the for the Fighting Clan. Looks at one inside. 2 strikes on the batter. Pitch misses. One-two offering. Is strike 3 called? 9 strikeouts now for Carson Reed, and boy, you can see he's excited about that. A 1-2-3 inning, and we are through 5 here at Vineland High School as we watch this last strikeout. Ball just curled right inside there for strike 3. So we are through the 5th inning, another 1-2-3 inning, and after 5 innings of play, the score remains 4-1 Millville.
I'm Mayor Anthony Finucci. If you're looking for the right location, think Vineland, New Jersey. Our pro-business approach is supported by financial incentives, workforce development programs, and other resources which can give your business a competitive edge. Whether you're starting a new business or expanding to new markets, our business environment, infrastructure, accessibility, and quality of life make Vineland an ideal location. More information about how we can help your business grow can be found at vinelandcity.org. Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season.
at Minson.
High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
We head to the top of the 6th inning. Millville in front 4-1. Fred Melendez along with Ariel Melendez. And I'll bet you that Val Forbes is really enjoying the pitching performance of Carson Reed tonight.
Yeah, as I said, it wasn't the cleanest in the beginning. He was a little bit out of the strike zone, had a couple balks, but he certainly turned it around in these last couple innings.
Yeah, pretty much like Lamentier, he suffered in that first inning. First inning was a little rough for Reed, but since then he's only allowed the 1 hit, a walk, a hit batter. There was a play that was involved in error that got a runner on board for Vineland, but that's it. 4-1, top of the 6th.
Middlecoff calls time.
1 ball, no strikes. Middlecoff has to keep low of the game. His bases loaded double in the first inning.
That one just died. That pitch ended up nearly in the feet of Middlecoff.
Two-0 offering is up high for ball 3. Middlecoff 1 for 2 officially with that 3-run double and a ground out to short. Next pitch is in for a strike. Jake Garton in relief of Kyle Lamentier,
who is now at shortstop. The shortstop is now in center field. The center fielder is now in right field.
So Jake Garton has worked the count full, 3-2. That one's launched to center field, falling fast, but it does fall in for a hit. Again,
it's hard.
The nighttime view is not the easiest, but it drops in and it's a leadoff single. So Brady Middlecoff has his second hit.
Yeah, he put that in the perfect spot, right where Etheridge couldn't get to it. You see, he realizes he's not going to get there. It drops kind of in a little bit of no man's land.
Gabe Reef now at the batter's box. He puts the bunt down. It's a pretty good one. It'll definitely get the runner over to second. The out is made at first base, so a very effective sac bunt by Gabe Reef.
Yeah, and that was one of those situations where you're bunting no matter the pitch, because Reef did chase a little bit for the bunt, but puts it right in the perfect spot, almost deadens it, but enough to get Middlecoff over to second. As you said, the perfect sacrifice bunt.
So a runner in scoring position for Millville. Shapiro launches it to left field, ranging under it, making the catch is the left fielder, Kyle. No, not Kyle. That's Jacob Brown. He didn't change it.
I'll tell you, it's been a tough day for Shapiro. He's put a couple of hard swings on the bat or on the ball. He's gotten robbed of a hit by Cronk at second, and a win may be helping Brown with that one, but Shapiro's definitely putting good wood on it.
So 2 outs in the inning, runner at second base. Swing and a miss by Kevin Dick. No advance by the runner as the ball was in the dirt.
Yeah, Kevin's been a little frustrated at the plate. He's got
a strikeout and a foul out.
Yeah, so he's a little eager up there.
Ball 1.
He'd like to get a nice 2-out rally here.
Well, with 2 outs, the runner will be going, so Middlecoff has a chance to score if Dick can get a hit here, but he looks at strike 2. So he's behind in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And so he's going to have to be defensive again, but not too aggressive.
Middlecoff takes his lead. Pitch is lofted straight up in the air. Lamentier coming in from the shortstop position to make the catch and end the inning. So the leadoff single gets stranded at second base. 1 hit in the inning, 1 man left. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning, and Millville leads Vineland 4-1.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
Well, he's still on the mound and he's doing quite a job. Carson Reed. He's allowed 1 run, has struck out 9, hit a batter, walked a batter, and 2 hits allowed.
A little bit of everything.
He's giving them all he can give them, and he leads this one 4-1.
I was going to say, yeah, that last stat is what matters most, as Millville carries that 4-1 lead. 3 runs in the first, an insurance run in the second. Of course, Vineland getting that run in the bottom of the first. That's all the scoring we've had. Both teams have certainly had their opportunities to add some more runs to this game.
Kevin Dick takes his place behind the mound.
Well, behind the plate, but close enough.
Yes.
One of those two.
Yeah.
Number 17,
CJ Santiago.
It's the middle of the order coming up for Vineland. Santiago, Garten, and Moore. Santiago, the DH. So far today has fouled out and struck out. So he's 0 for 2. Ball 1. Next pitch. Tight. 2-0.
It's going to make a batter flinch at the plate.
Offering, launched into left center field, going back and making the play rather easily. Mario Cottrell Jr. puts it away for out number 1.
I just watched the monitor because I'm thinking all of these balls looking straight ahead are way further back than they are, so I'm just going to look at the TV.
We are located behind home plate, so anything that goes to the outfield, the depth perception
looks
isn't
like,
there.
yeah, looks like it's gone with the dark sky. Oh,
Pitch is up high.
That's one that's going to make you duck.
Jake Garten now the pitcher. He's 0 for 2. Strike is called. 1 ball and 1 strike. Chopper foul, and that would have landed in our lap.
I would have caught that one.
Yes.
I felt confident. It was a slow roller. I felt like I could have made the play.
Carson Reed ahead in the count now, 1-2. Ball is fouled away. One down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Millville up 4-1. Next pitch is fouled away.
Garten doing a good job trying to spoil some of Reed's pitches, maybe make him throw a little bit more.
Still 1-2 count. And that breaking pitch freezes him. 10 Ks on the night. Carson Reed now in double figures with strikeouts.
And again, gets him looking on just a beauty of a breaking pitch.
He's used that pitch to get a lot of strikes.
Yeah, a lot of his last few strikeouts have been ones where he's frozen the batter.
Sincere Moore Looks at the ball.
Yeah, that one not quite dipping as much as the previous pitch.
Moore had a leadoff single in the second inning and struck out, so he's 1 for 2. 1 ball and 1 strike on the batter. Moore will look to keep the inning alive for Everett Kronk. That one sails high. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Millville would definitely like to get out of this inning where they are, because it would mean that bottom of the 7s would be 7, 8, 9.
Oh, that hit the batter.
Well, they're not going to get out just yet. Yeah, and everyone kind of knew how much that one got Moore. Looks like it may have gotten him on the hand, and yeah,
he's going to come out for the courtesy runner.
And
anyway.
He's going to come out, and that hand is not going to feel good tomorrow.
No.
Number 7, yeah, that's the same pinch runner that he's been getting. And that is Robert Torres. I thought Torres, but I didn't want to say it.
2 outs in the inning. Kronk at the plate. That one's high.
Oh, Kevin wanted to throw back to first.
He wanted to rear it to first base because the runner there did take a pretty decent lead.
Yeah, Torres over there kind of froze a little bit. Well, you know, Kevin's not afraid, and not a surprise that Reed throws behind the runner. But you got 2 outs here.
One-oh pitch coming. Runner breaking. Throw by Dick to second base. And he's got him, I think. Yes. Boy, he got the ball there in plenty of time. So Kevin Dick may not be doing it at the plate, but he certainly just did it with his arm.
Well, now he gets the caught stealing that he couldn't get earlier. And he lasered that one.
Take a look at it. Carson Reed with the delivery.
Eventually, we promise.
Yep, the runner's breaking here. That one was inside. And
right on the money.
The ball was right there well ahead of the time. Well done. So Millville gets out of the inning.
Nice pick there by Mulheron as well.
So we are done with 6 innings of play here at Vineland High School. Millville 4, Vineland 1.
Many people treat their health like a game. With Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Just select from our specialties and schedule online, by phone, or on our app. Our entire team communicates with one another, so everyone works together on your total health. Plus, we make it even easier with all of these additional benefits. Level up your health with us. Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great health care for everyone.
High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
So we head to the top of the 7th inning. Millville getting it done early on the scoreboard. Those 3 runs in the first inning enough to lead here, but they added that run in the second. Vineland's only response came in the bottom of the first. 1 run there, so we are at 4-1 as we start the top of the 7th inning. So Jake Garden will be on the mound once again for Vineland.
Now batting for Millville, number 11, Trevor.
This will be his 3rd inning of work.
And he's got 8, 9, and 1 to deal with here. Millville would really like to put some more runs on the board here.
Yeager at the plate. Trevor Yeager has grounded out and struck out 0 for 2.
And yeah, the umpire says no banging on the dugout, please.
Okay, there's the hyena whale. Grounded. Is it fair? Oh.
Yeah, Millville tried to wheel that into being fair. I think the entire dugout just tried to wheel a fair ball there, and no one more than Coach Forbes.
Yep.
Oh, yep. All right, just
on the outside.
Just on the outside of the line, but you've never seen a bench will a ball any more than that.
It's a second strike on Yeager, 1-2 the count. It'll be Yeager, Mario Cottrell Jr., and then the top of the order, Marcellus Preston. Ball gets away, and I believe that it's going to be far enough away from anybody to allow Yeager to reach base.
Goes down as a strikeout. I wasn't paying attention. That was a strikeout.
It was a strikeout, yes.
So a strikeout on the board, but a runner at first.
Yeah, he kind of dropped his bat there.
Resituated here.
Bunts it.
That's perfect.
Perfect bunt to move the runner, and the ball is juggled, so it'll be Cottrell reaching first base. Cottrell Jr., perfect sacrifice to the right side of the pitcher.
Yeah, you do it where it's on the pitcher's glove side. He has no chance to turn to second, but he's got no chance to do anything. So that's
Cottrell has to be proud of that one.
Yeah, that's back-to-back errors. Well, I guess strikeout plus. Strikeout plus.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a wild pitch or pass ball. I think it was just a wild pitch. So
I wasn't sure how it went down.
Yeah, it's not an error. It's just a wild pitch. The first batter.
Hey, why not try to lay down another one?
Top of the order up, Marcellus Preston.
Yeah, that's one you want to have back if you're Preston. When you bunt it, you don't want to slap at it. You want to just let it hit the bat. We'll see if Preston squares around again. He does.
That's chopped right in front of the mound. Little bobble there. Oh, great scoop.
But do they say he was off of first?
I didn't.
Well, hold on. He might have been off first, and he was.
The umpire's over between second
Yeah,
and
we're
third,
not a
so
great.
We can't have our eyes all over the place.
But based on the coaching staff, I could tell that he was off of first base. We'll take a look here. Yep, the foot comes off. The foot comes off, but I wouldn't be surprised if Preston beats that anyway. Well, we're going to sack bunt, and yeah, he's way out.
Right,
well,
so
that was
a missed bunt there.
Yeah, that was one. That's Mulherrin to miss the bunt. Now the runners do move up to second and third, but
so they tried a squeeze play there, and it didn't work out.
I have to think Mulherrin's going to keep the bat on his shoulder now and trying to duck out of the way, and nearly doing so.
Right,
so yeah, he went again. And first and third baseman are in as if he's going to try and bunt again, but 2 strikes, you don't think so.
Wow.
Good eye.
1-2 to count.
But yeah, if you're Mulherrin, you've got Toro playing in. First baseman in as well, so. Yeah, that's Dawson Carter and Mario Toro kind of playing in at the corners. Imagine trying to cut anything off to the plate, but yeah, why not pop one over their heads then? As Mulherrin's going to step out. Actually, everyone kind of playing in around the corner.
They need to cut off the run, that's for sure. Ball is high. Count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes.
That's when you just loop one right over their heads.
2-2 count and a swing and a miss. So that's a big strikeout. Second strikeout for the relief pitcher there, Jake Gordon.
This is a big opportunity for Millville. 2 runners in scoring position. You have to find a way to at least get one across.
Again, we thank everybody for watching. Jason Catlett, Mike Schneider is watching with us, Jessica Lopez-Tharp, John Knoop. All glad to have you with us. And as I look at that, on the notifications, Bryce Harper has hit a 2-run homer for the Phillies. Just in case you weren't watching the game, Harper has connected. That was a gift. 1 ball and 1 strike to Nate Haycox. That one's up high. 2 balls and 1 strike. There are 2 outs in the inning. Runners at second and third for Millville. Mario Cottrell Jr. at third. Marcellus Preston at second. Swing and a miss.
That's a I want it gone kind of swing from Haycox.
Well, now you just want to put it in play. We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
Garton would like to get this third out, though. That's launched into right field, but right at the right fielder. He stood his ground and makes the catch. Ernie Bernhardt saves 2 runs right there. But Millville heads to the bottom of the 7th inning, still ahead by a 4-1 count. Again, we thank all of you for watching and the sponsors that certainly help us bring you these broadcasts. That includes our good friend there, Joseph Lasavita. Lasavita Home Improvements are available for all your home care needs. All forms of construction done. You can call him at 856-332-8242. Also contact him online, Lasavita at Comcast.net. 856-332-8242 for Lasavita Home Improvements. So 3 more outs from Millville, and they will win the front end of this twin bill nighttime doubleheader. Yeah, it's a doubleheader over 2 nights, but still, we're going to count it as a doubleheader.
And
they'll
look to Carson Reed, who, if he can go all 7, will be huge for Millville. Especially the way he started, but especially going into another game tomorrow night to save the bullpen. And what has Carson Reed done? Well, we'll take a look here. He struck out 10. Double digits on the night for Reed. Again, he started off a little wobbly.
Just 2 hits given up.
But he's definitely settled in as this game has gone later. He certainly seems to be pitching well under the darkness and under the lights, so I guess it's not really under the purpose.
Well, he had a tough first inning, as you mentioned, 20 pitches, but they had 21 pitches in the 3rd inning. Otherwise, 14 pitches, 11, 7, and 15 in the last inning. So
when we look at that inning where he had 7 pitches, he did not throw a single ball in that inning.
So all were strikes or put in play.
So he's going to try and end it here as Vineland with their last opportunity.
Strike is called.
They're going to do so.
The wind is kicking my pages all over the place.
They're going to do so with this.
That's Kronk at the plate.
That is, yeah, so this is 7, 8, 9.
Well, this is perfect time
I thought
to get.
We already were at 7, 8, 9. But
we had that throw out of second base that ended the previous inning.
That's what was getting me. I was like, well, Kronk was already up, but he was the last batter of that inning. So a good situation for Millville to be in at the bottom of the lineup.
That pitch is fouled off, so Carson Reed is ahead in the count.
A mile high.
1 ball and 2 strikes to the leadoff man, Everett Kronk. He could not check his swing on the high heat. Strikeout number 11. What an effort.
Yeah, he couldn't lay off, and Carson Reed's gotten some chases. He's gotten some freezes. He's gotten these strikeouts in a bunch of different ways.
Ernie Bernhardt now at the plate for Vineland. Looks at strike 1.
Reed would like to finish this one without Mario Toro coming up to the plate.
Ernie Bernhardt on the day has reached base on an error and struck out, so it's 0 for 2. Pitch is up high, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Oh, that's a nasty, nasty pitch.
Definitely got him to chase there. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just missing inside.
I was leaning back for that one.
So the count is full. 1 out. Bottom of the 7th inning. Nobody aboard for Vineland yet. Time is called by the batter. Sails high, so that's a walk. Only the 2nd walk allowed, although he's also hit 2 batters.
And you want to try and get that game-ending double play here if you can, because you do not want to bring up, well, you want to get this guy no matter what, but you do not want to bring up the tying run. You especially do not want to do that with one of the best power hitters.
And he was hit by a pitch.
And he's going to do it. Well, this is not where you want to be if you're Carson Reed, is seeing this man. So you take a look at Millville coaching staff. I have to wonder if they're thinking about Carson Reed here. Well, I think they're trying to figure out how many pitches he's at. Yeah, they're gonna go talk to Reed.
Well, even though it's a 3-run lead, I don't see Toro bunting here, do you?
No, I don't think you're gonna take the bat essentially out of your best hitter, one of your best hitter's hands. And I couldn't tell if the umpire was talking to Forbes on how many pitches Reed is at. I don't know if there's a limit to how much you can throw in high school. That's just what it seemed like. It looked like Forbes was looking down at his clicker. But for now, Reed is just going to get a little talking, as does the whole infield.
Well, they got the first out, so there is 1 down.
Yeah, this is as tight of a situation as we've seen all game long. Runners on 1st and 2nd, 1 out, and the tying run right now falls in the hands of Mario Toro.
It's the first inning that they've had 2 base runners since the 3rd.
And Toro is 0 for 2. He's also been hit by a pitch and ended up coming in as so far Vineland's only run of the game.
So here we go.
Now buckle up.
And
they throw back and nobody's there.
Throw to center field, and that'll move the runner from 2nd to 3rd.
You can't do that. And I think they just need everyone to calm down. Now Toro can at least get 1 in with just something to the outfield.
Come on, Carson! Come on, Carson! Hey, 3-2-4, 3-2-4!
Yeah, they call out the defensive situation.
Yeah, Kevin Dick was kind of asking what they want him to do. It's probably where they want him to throw. Double play still in order.
Pitch is outside and low.
Yeah, they almost trying to figure out what kind of pitch that was, but they didn't get an answer.
Next pitch coming to Mario Toro. Missing again.
And you have to wonder if Carson Reed's tiring a little bit.
Okay.
Well, umpire doesn't like something that Vineland said.
The count is 2-0 on Mario Toro. Runners at 1st and 3rd with 1 out.
And they're making sure it's no doubles defense, so the outfield's going to try and cut anything off.
Throw to 1st.
Oh, gotta be careful there. As the wind kind of took that one with Middlecoff.
Runner off of first base. That is Dawson Carter. Pitch is high and inside. 3-0 on Toro. Vineland looking for some final inning magic here.
You think Toro's got the green light?
If he likes it, why not? And he walks on 4 pitches.
Yeah, I have a feeling this is it for Carson Reed as Coach Forbes goes out to the mound. A heck of a game for Carson Reed. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to finish this one out. As coming into the game, Rocco Lasavita.
So that's straight change then?
Well, I'm going to see. It might not be Lasavita that's on the mound. I think Lasavita's just coming in. We'll see who the ball gets handed to. I think Lasavita is going to first, and I think Middlecoff is coming to the mound, and that is what's happening here. So Lasavita comes into first base. Brady Middlecoff heads to the mound to try and finish this one off for Millville, and it is not going to be easy. Vineland with the bases loaded, 1 out, 1 hit away. And stepping up to bat is Xavier Etheridge, who's been hit by a pitch, otherwise is 0 for 2. He was Reed's 8th strikeout.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Haycox is not going to bat anymore. He's the DH.
Well, hopefully we don't have to worry about that.
Right, but for scoring purposes, Lasavita is going to go into the 3-hole and be the first baseman.
I'm glad you got the rest of it.
Well, I figured that's what the case would be.
I didn't know Haycox was going to have anything to do with this.
Well, as the DH, you have to put Lasavita in the lineup somewhere.
Oh, true. Reed's not batting.
Right.
I forgot, as Vineland is batting their pitcher, Milville is not. Thank you for paying attention when I am not.
Well, it's okay.
But again, that's Brady Middlecoff now moves from first to the mound. Coming out is Carson Reed. Rocco Lasavita moves over to first base and takes away the DH from Haycox. But Millville will hope that doesn't matter.
No, they just want to get 2 outs before giving up 3 runs. It's that simple. Yeah, right.
Is it that simple? Is it
right,
really?
Fred.
Is it just really 2 outs? That's all? Well, they'll have to stop Xavier Etheridge first. How about a nice game-ending double play? Is that too much to ask for?
Etheridge is 0 for 2 with a walk. So the tying runs are on base for Vineland. Just 1 out in the inning. First pitch, bouncing in.
Nice job by Dick to keep that in front of him. Yeah, at this point, you just want to get outs.
One 0 offering from the plate. Strike is called.
You want to get outs any way possible. Like you said before, giving up a couple. Dick's doing a nice job of blocking these, but bases loaded, you'd rather not walk in a run.
2-1 the count on the batter. Catches the inside corner.
Well, I wasn't sure for a second, but a nice spot by Middlecoff.
Two pitch. Lays off of it.
Well, you got to give him something here.
Full count on Etheridge. Bases loaded, 1 out, bottom of the 7th. 4-1 Thunderbolts, but Vineland definitely threatening here.
Ooh.
Well, he did not get the call there.
Ooh, that's all I'll say.
Let's see, we'll get a look at it.
That's tight.
Maybe inside.
All right.
Inside, so there you go.
Definitely close, though, I'll say.
That'll score Bernhardt, and it's 4-2 now.
And Kyle Lamentier up.
Looks at strike one.
Just take it one pitch at a time if you're Middlecoff.
Two quick strikes.
You got Lamentier. He'll swing out of his cleats a little bit. Then 2 strikes on the batter.
So Middlecoff getting in front on the count. And now we'll try to work either a strike or some kind of out here against Lamentier. Lamentier on the day. RBI single, was hit by a pitch that struck out looking. So he's 1 for 2 with an RBI. Bouncing in.
Again, Dick's doing a nice job back there. He's had to make a couple of stops there on some low pitches.
Count is 1-2. That's fouled away.
Lamentier tried to time that one up.
Not an easy spot for that young man right there. Brady Middlecoff needs 2 outs. Bouncing in and gets away from Dick. That'll score the 3rd run. And Vineland is just 1 run away from tying the game. Tying run now at 3rd base. The winning run is off of second. Way off of second.
Winning run is at shortstop. Yeah, they're not holding him on.
No, and watch the lead that the winning run.
Is that Toro?
That's Etheridge.
Etheridge.
He is halfway to 3rd base.
That's huge. That is a huge out for Middlecoff.
A very big strikeout by Middlecoff. And the fate of the game now belongs to CJ Santiago.
Well, Vineland's got who they want up. He's their top hitter. He is 0 for 3 on the day, though. In Millville's case, they'd like it to be 0 for 4. Oh, no, they're going to intentionally walk Santiago. Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter to put him on, right.
So they're going to bring up Jake Garton, who is also 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. So they find they might be better off facing him, but those are famous last words sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes the guy who struggled becomes the hero.
Well, and when you're the guy they walk to get to,
yeah,
you almost feel a little something about that.
First pitch is a strike. 4-3 score. The tying run is at 3rd base. The winning run at 2nd. 2 outs for Vineland here in the bottom of the 7th. Oh, got him to buckle and 2 quick strikes.
We said it earlier with Reed. When you can get that knee to go down, you've got him right where you want him.
See if he can finish it. Garden wants to spoil this pitch. Strike 3! Well, it wasn't easy, but Milville has just ended its losing streak. Middlecoff comes in and gets 2 big strikeouts to end the game. He did walk a couple. There was a wild pitch that allowed a run. But Millville survives and wins this one 4-3.
Take a breath, everyone. Take a big breath.
That'll end the 4-game losing streak for the Thunderbolts. And guess what? These 2 teams get to do it all over again tomorrow night. The drama is there. You saw it tonight. Millville cruised control for the first 6 innings, and then Vineland struck right back to get 2 runs here in the bottom of the 7th. And the key strikeout right there, Middlecoff, and Kevin Dick with the fist bump.
Well, I'll tell you, I like
Middlecoff bouncing around.
Kevin Dick right here. Instead of going to celebrate, he's going to toss the ball. You're not going to see him out of frame. He's going to go shake the umpire's hand. You see right here. He goes right to the umpire, says, all right, great game. And then I'll go celebrate.
Well, it was
there
quite
you go.
a
Actually,
battle.
he shakes the other umpire's
There
hand.
you go.
Kevin Dick, a man of the people.
So Millville gets to celebrate tonight. They're heading out to the left field area, and they have a victory tonight here at Vineland High School. Final score, Millville 4, Vineland 3, but to their credit, the Vineland Fighting Clan did not make it easy in that last inning.
No, they did everything they needed to do in manufacturing runs. They got a couple runs across in the inning, made it a little bit tighter on Middlecoff. A couple walks in the inning.
3 walks and, well, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4 walks and a hit batter. That's what it was. They did not get a hit in that inning. Wow. Well, we'll gather our thoughts here. Millville winning this one 4-3. We'll be back with our post-game show right after this.
He was there in the temple with Zechariah. He delivered God's message to Mary. He announced the news to the shepherds. He protected the boy Jesus. He saw the water turn to wine. He led the angels to minister to Jesus in the garden. He stands in the presence of God. His name is Gabriel, and he is the witness.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Many people treat their health like a game. With the Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Our mental health services focus on the emotions and behaviors that affect your overall well-being and features psychiatric, counseling, and addiction services, including our exclusive Fresh Start program, designed to help combat the opioid epidemic in our communities, plus all the other specialties you expect from Complete Care. Level up your health with us. The Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
We're all looking for God. All the signs point to, there is really a God. We try to find Him in all kinds of ways, in all kinds of places, and through all kinds of things. But there's only one way to find Him. That's by personal experience with Him. Come visit us this Sunday. We can introduce you to Him. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
I'm Mayor Anthony Finucci. If you're looking for the right location, think Vineland, New Jersey. Our pro-business approach is supported by financial incentives, workforce development programs, and other resources which can give your business a competitive edge. Whether you're starting a new business or expanding to new markets, our business environment, infrastructure, accessibility, and quality of life make Vineland an ideal location. More information about how we can help your business grow can be found at vinelandcity.org. Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Many people treat their health like a game. With Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Just select from our specialties and schedule online, by phone, or on our app. Our entire team communicates with one another, so everyone works together on your total health. Plus, we make it even easier with all of these additional benefits. Level up your health with us. Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great health care for everyone.
He was there in the temple with Zechariah. He delivered God's message to Mary. He announced the news to the shepherds. He protected the boy Jesus. He saw the water turn to wine. He led the angels to minister to Jesus in the garden. He stands in the presence of God. His name is Gabriel, and he is the witness.
High school baseball.
Lead in the first inning.
Pitching with a tight game, but still came out on top. Pitching with a tight game, but still came out on top.
Yeah, and obviously you didn't get to finish this game, but Brady Middlecoff comes in, gets a couple big strikeouts. Vineland did not have a hit. Comes in, gets a couple big strikeouts. Vineland did not have a hit in that final inning. Obviously they got with a couple walks, a couple misplays there, but you're sitting on the bench in that situation. Just what is going through your mind right there?
I'm nervous. That's what we like to see.
And how nice was it for him? He gets the big hit and he gets to come in and finish it.
It was amazing. I was the first one out there, run up to him, give him a good job, and because he did a hard part coming in with bases loaded. Game was 4-3, pulled it out, came with the win.
And you guys get to do this all over again tomorrow, back in your home turf. Not your home field, but still in Millville. But how fun are nights like these? You get rivalry nights, you get to play under the lights. Does this just bring you back to being a kid?
Oh, this is amazing. Playing under the lights is the feeling you can get when you play baseball.
And again, that's our star of the game, Carson Reed. 11 strikeouts on the day as Millville pulls out the 4-3 win. We'll be back with a little bit more post-game, so stay with us here on Quinn Broadcasting.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, it's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Many people treat their health like a game. With the Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start. Our mental health services focus on the emotions and behaviors that affect your overall well-being and features psychiatric, counseling, and addiction services designed to help combat the opioid epidemic in our communities. Plus, all the other specialties you expect from Complete Care. Level up your health with us. The Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great health care for everyone.
We're all looking for God. All the signs point to, there is really a God. We try to find him in all kinds of ways, in all kinds of places, and through all kinds of things. But there's only one way to find him. That's by personal experience with him. Come visit us this Sunday. We can introduce you to him. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
I'm Mayor Anthony Finucci.
It's time for sports on the Quinn Broadcasting Network. QVC brings you local sporting events, action-packed specials, and play-by-play coverage of the area's sporting activities. From Pop Warner to college sports, Quinn Broadcasting covers it all. Join us now here on QVC for today's exciting event.
All right, we're back here at Vineland High School. Quite a game tonight as Millville scores early and often early. They didn't score in the last few innings, the last 5 innings to be exact, but they held on at the 3-run first inning and a single run in the second inning provided enough offense. Vineland, again, to their credit, Coach Forbes basically said, when I first approached him just now, I said, it's the rivalry. So, and it certainly turned out to be that way. Quite a game. 4-3 final. Millville wins this one. Vineland making it very interesting at the end. What a performance, though, by the starting pitcher. 11 strikeouts. Quick look at maybe 2 or 3 hits at most. He got the first out of that 7th inning. But then, the wildness started. Vineland got some people on base. They did not get a hit in that inning and scored 2 runs. But then Brady Middlecoff came in and really got the job done with 2 big strikeouts to end the game. So Millville wins round 1, and it was quite a game.
Yeah, and I liked Reed taking a little bit of responsibility. He said, I put Middlecoff in a tough situation there in that final inning, and he found a way out of it. So I also thought it was nice that Middlecoff gets the big hit and gets to finish the game out as well. But, yeah, just a tremendous pitching performance from Reed. Did everything he needed to do, settled in as the innings, kind of went on. He got some support from his teammates, some nice plays from Kevin Dick to throw out a couple runners, even though he really only gets credit for the one. But doing everything they needed to do, and I'm sure Millville would like to have scored a little bit more. They had some runners in scoring position, but the final score is what it is, and Millville did a nice job to finish it out. But Vineland was never going to go away quietly.
Absolutely. Carson Reed had only pitched 2 innings this season. I got a chance to talk to Coach Foreman. He basically said that they were prepping him for this game, and boy, did he deliver. Again, the rivalry factor probably played into it. You get a little bit more psyched up when you face Vineland between Millville. Either way, both of these teams, no matter what the sport is, they really come after each other. And again, Brady Middlecoff, the big 3-run double in the first inning. He had another hit in the 6th inning, and then he comes in and gets 2 big strikeouts. So technically maybe 2 stars of the game, but there's no question that without Carson Reed on the mound today, this is not going to happen.
No, yeah, this definitely is a different type of game if maybe Reed doesn't settle down as he did. Obviously that tough first inning, but he found a way, and this would have been much different if he doesn't have the performance he has. As I said, obviously Millville had their chances to increase this lead and maybe make it a little bit more comfortable towards the end instead of getting that 1-run victory. But the fun part is we get to do it all again tomorrow.
That's it.
Well, you don't get to do it again tomorrow.
No, I have another commitment.
I get to do it again tomorrow.
Believe me, tune in tomorrow night, 7 o'clock or so. We'll have the second round of this back-to-back games.
Back-to-back.
I can't call it a doubleheader because it's different days, but if it's anything like tonight, you'll enjoy it. So tune in tomorrow night. For our people that work the
people that work.
I didn't get the names here. Jackson, okay.
That is Jackson behind the camera.
And of course, our man Ryan getting all the pictures in place for all the replays. We hope that you enjoy our broadcast because they're fun for us to do. We appreciate the viewership. We appreciate the comments. I'll tell you what, the athletes that we get to focus on all do a great job, no matter what team it is, Vineland, Millville, and all the other schools that we get to cover. This is fun stuff, and I hope we bring it to you in a good way so that you can enjoy it as well. So our final score tonight, 4-3, Millville wins this one in dramatic fashion. We'll be back with you tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, so make sure you tune in for Millville Vineland Baseball here on Quinn Broadcasting. Have a good night, everybody.
This has been a QBC television production, in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22, and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC, programming that serves the South Jersey market.